Maria at Freestyle Homeschooling, and today I'm going to give you an update on our homeschool and what we're going to be doing for our second semester. So the first major change is that we are no longer homeschooling through a charter school. We started homeschooling for this school year. We started with a charter school. It was a really nice experience. It is really good. But I feel that it didn't work out for us because I work full time. My husband works full time as well. So we really need a lot of flexibility in our homeschool. Last year was our first year, and we learned a lot. You know, what type of curriculum works with our kids, what doesn't, their learning styles. Just having that flexibility was really nice. And the charter school is pretty flexible, but I feel that if I was a stay-at-home mom, I think it would have been very doable. The pros about homeschooling through a charter school is you get funds. Now, you can't use it towards Christian curriculum, but they have a pretty good selection of different types of curriculum that you can use, and you can use your funds for classes, for field trips. So it does have a lot of pros. Now, the only thing was that for us, it didn't work out, like I said, because I work full time. So we really need that flexibility of changing things up. I don't know. We just felt really pressured. In the end, we kind of felt like we were, I don't want to say enslaved to the curriculum, but in the end, we kind of weren't having fun learning anymore. We were more focused on, we need to cover this, we need to cover that. We're getting behind on this math section, and we just felt like we kind of were losing that love of learning, and we were more focused on making sure we were in line getting our work done. So we got out of the charter school. We're doing the private school affidavit. We are in the state of California, which does not require a lot, which I really like, and we have the flexibility of using the curriculum that we want, using the approach that we want. We don't have a lot of regulations, so it's very flexible here in California. So that is the big, huge change. Now, there are a couple of things that we're going to change, and let me show you what they are. So for second semester, we're going to simplify things a little. The last maybe 2 months, I was struggling a little bit with my health. Nothing major. I just was having a lot of, sinus headaches, sinus pressure. I had to get quite a bit work with the dentist. And so there were days where I was in pain and I was in bed. And so we are trying to just kind of keep it simple. Let me show you what I mean by simple. So my 7th grade son, he will continue with Story of the World. He really enjoys it. So for second semester, he is going to do Story of the World Volume 2, and we have the audio CDs. He likes to read and listen to it, follow along. For science, we did make a change in science. He was doing Bookshark. Now, because it was bought with the charter school funds, we had to return a lot of the materials and the books. So he was already kind of getting tired of it, though. It really wasn't for him. I mean, it's a really good program. It's laid out for you day by day, the lesson plans, everything is there. But there's no way that I was going to purchase it. I feel like it's very pricey. But it wasn't really working out for him anymore. So for second semester, we're going to keep it simple. We decided to go with Apologia. So he's going to do astronomy. And I'm waiting for the notebooking journal, which I already ordered. When I ordered this one, I hesitated. I was like, I don't know if I should buy the journal. I'll just have him, have a science journal, separate on his own, and just kind of take notes there. But I kept thinking about it, and it looks really, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks interesting, so I ended up ordering it. So I'm just waiting for that one to come in the mail. We're going to have Bible. That's one thing that I feel that we have not done a whole lot. And so with Bible, I want to incorporate vocabulary and writing structure. So I got him this teen study Bible, and it's the New King James Version. So it's a study Bible, but I want us to read, for example, a chapter a day, look for new words in there. Have him practice those words, look up definitions if he doesn't, things like that. He was also doing spelling UC. He got kind of tired with that. So instead of continuing spelling UC, what we're going to do, for example, with history, he has notebooking pages, and he'll draw a picture and then write about what he learned from Story of the World. So instead of having a separate spelling curriculum, what we're going to do is when I check what he wrote, if there's any misspelled words, then I will address those and show him, the correct spelling, and then he can either practice it, or we're just going to make sure that he learns the correct spelling for those words. Okay, and so, going back to the Bible, we're also going to try to look at vocabulary and maybe a little bit of grammar. Okay, so that's what he's going to be doing. And then for math, he was using Matthew C. We returned some of the Matthew C material. The teacher book was one of them, and I was able to find the teacher manual at thriftbooks.com for I think I got it for $5, and it actually still came with the video as well. So, but he kind of hit a stopping point with Matthew C. Math has not been his favorite subject. When he started Matthew C, he did like it, but now it's at a point where he's, how can I say, he's not just not enjoying it, he's kind of not understanding some of it. So we're going to take a little break from math. Now you're probably thinking, what? We're taking a break from math, and we're going to do more real life math. My daughter last year, she was struggling with reading, so she hated it, and we decided to take a little break, and I stopped doing reading with her. I read to her. That didn't stop, but I stopped trying to push her to learn how to read. We would just get a bunch of books from the library. I would read them to her, and that was it. I wouldn't force her to try to sound out the letters, to try to figure out the words. We just stopped that for a little bit, and then she got to a point where she wanted to learn how to read. She got tired of asking, what does this say? What does that say? And she plays a game called Roblox, and you have to, write things on there because you're talking to other kids. And so she got to the point where she got tired of asking us, how do you spell this? How do you spell that? So on her own, she started figuring out how to read. So that worked out for her. So for him, just for the rest of the semester, we're taking a break from math, and we're just going to focus on real life math with money. We're going to go over this video, times tails. It's supposed to help you memorize your multiplication. And then he does like to do Sudoku. And then I ordered another book from christianbook.com. I think it's called the Mall Math. And it gives you a lot of real life scenarios. If you're going to go to the mall, this is what you're going to purchase, how much change are you going to have, things like that. Just real life math. We're just going to focus on that. I'm going to try to find some math games and just make math fun and unstressful. And then next year, then we'll go from there and figure out what we're going to use for math. So that's it for him. And that's what I mean by simplifying. He's only going to do Story of the World. He's going to do Apologia for Science. We're going to do Bible and kind of cover spelling and writing with Bible, history, and science. And then for math, it'll just be real life math. Now to my second grader. So what we've been doing, she really loves reading now. So she just reads a lot of these. I can read books. We just go to the library, and she finds the books that she wants to read, and she'll read those during the week. Now, for her, I also want to focus on reading Bible stories. So we're using the Children's Bible Storybook. And then for her, she does like spelling UC and math UC. So she will continue that. But she confessed to me and told me that she really, really liked ACE curriculum. So I kind of feel bad that we didn't continue with it, but I think we will go back to ACE. So what she's doing, let me just look at her binder. So what she's doing is she's alternating. For example, Monday she'll do spelling UC and math UC, and then on the Tuesday she's doing ACE word building, which is spelling and ACE math. So she's switching it. Every other day she's doing the ACE, and then on the other day she's doing spelling UC and math UC. And these, I had already purchased them last year. I had purchased the books for this school year, so I have them there, and she's doing that. So I'm thinking for third grade, we're just going to go back to ACE, and she wants to do all subjects in ACE, science and history. So I'm going to do that. For science, we've just been getting books from the library. For example, here's we're just getting books from the library on plants and animals, and she really enjoys learning about animals, so we're keeping that one simple as well. And then she always continues doing her phonics as well. This is from Christian Liberty Press. Phonics, I think it's book B. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Adventures in Phonics. And I just cut them out, hole punch them, and put them in her folder. Okay. And for social studies, we just take little bits and pieces from here. This is BJU Press, Heritage Studies. Okay. All right, so that is pretty much what we're doing, and I really hope that when we do have time here and there, I do still want to incorporate nature study, learning about famous composers, art, art study. I really want to incorporate all of that in our homeschool, but at least this way I feel like we're covering the basics, and when we have time, we can add, all these little extra things that just kind of give our homeschool a little more flavor. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.